Hey Legionnaires, welcome back to NTW3, and today we do have another glorious historical battle for you today, and today we are at the Battle of Krabbendam, fought in 1799 between the Franco-Dutch forces of, well, obviously France and the Batavian Republic against Britain. And this is part of the Helder expedition that the Anglo, like the Anglo-Russian like Helder expedition in 1799 to sort of relieve pressure, I think it was, on like the other coalition forces fighting the French at that time. So yes, this is the Battle of Krabbendam, which is part of that sort of Helder expedition. The British, in fact, did win this one, but today it seems like they have taken first. The French have taken first, but routing a tiny little cavalry unit. I don't know where that's appeared from. But yes, so in this battle there was about 25,000 French against 23,000 British. They're very, very close in numbers. But the British did in fact inflict just under 2,000 losses on the French. And the French, meanwhile, took about, well, it says 37 dead and 147 wounded. So, yeah, not many losses for the British in this one. But I'm sure in today's battle, the British will have a tougher test than they did in history. But yes, so this was a Battle of Krabbendam, fought in 1799, led by a chap called William Brune against Ralph Abercrombie, who is quite a famous British general at this point, and he goes on in a couple of years' time to go to Alexandria, where he fights the French again in Egypt, and that's one of his most famous battles, before he then dies. I believe he then dies either in that battle or just after. But here we go, the British are setting up over here. I imagine it is just going to be British troops in this Helder expedition. No Russians will be allowed. We have got some British guns setting up here. You can tell that we're in like 1799 because everyone's still wearing these sort of like funny sort of revolutionary style hats. I guess it's like it's not quite a bicorn hat, because the bicorn hat's facing forward, not sideways. I can never remember the name of that hat. If someone knows it, do let me know. I always just call it like the revolutionary style hat. Got some light dragoons here as well. And here are the, I was going to say, here are the famous redcoats, because they just quickly disappeared. Here is some, I guess this is a combat general, why we can still see it. But the famous redcoats are setting up. Ralph himself is back here, he's defending over here. And he is preparing to defend over here. But yes, a little bit of context for this battle. So the French in this one is a 3v3. The French are going to assault head on towards this town. And so there'll be two armies attacking here against three British ones. And this is similar to what happened in history. So Brune had one of his forces, which was actually led by Van Dam, but I guess there was no Van Dam before. And he has that flank really wide and then attack onto the flank here. So that is exactly what is going to happen. So yeah, he's going to come smashing onto the British left. But it's not as large a force as I thought. I thought this was going to be a whole army. This was like a detachment almost, unless, actually no, the rest of his army looks like it's going over this crossing instead. Okay. So yeah, we have two Brune corps in this one, which are Holland corps. So that's appropriate. So there's lots of Dutch infantry in this army. It's not all Frenchies. And then we have somewhere we have Le Corps as well, and he's got more of like a Rhinish army. Yeah, these dragoons here, for instance, Dragonders #1, they're Dutch. I think the entire French front line, like right at the beginning of that video, they were actually Dutch. Yeah, these are all Dutch, aligned with #5. So yeah, a lot of, well, actually some of these are French. Line here. Good to see there. I've seen plenty of Dutch artillery, French, Dutch artillery and Dutch grenadiers. And here we go, little Cossacking. So there's actually some Russians here. Okay. The Russians are very much in this one, and there you go. The Dutch and the French are going to start firing into those cav there, but they have taken out that gun, and that is a big loss there for the French. So yeah, I didn't think there was going to be any Russians in this one, but apparently there is. I didn't think the Russians were present, but perhaps they were. I just thought it was just a British one, but maybe this is a Russian contingent. I'm not sure, or maybe they felt like that the Russians had to be added to balance it out. Lovely volley there from the artillery. I don't really know much about the 1799 campaign. It's more like revolutionary, which is not really my area of expertise. Certainly the Helder expedition's a funny one. You never really imagine like the Russians and the British kind of working together side by side on the battlefield, and you certainly don't nowadays. Yep, the redcoats here, they're lining up. They're in sort of the tree line here, keeping that cover. Again, back in, more British artillery being brought. And there is, what we've got here, some rifles as well. So, yep, they will. I don't know why they're not in the front line, to be honest, as a skirmish unit, but they are not. And it looks like Britain is actually putting forces out here to defend against the flanking force. So it seems like they aren't going to be just caught unawares. I don't know whether that was a rule. I mean, that's probably better actually for France, because otherwise they were going to have to go across this one bridge here, which would have been just one brutal choke point, which would have been pretty horrible. Actually, there's a second one there, but still, it would not be great. 2 choke points. But here we go. As you can see, the French are in musket range, almost. Well, the Dutch are. The Dutch are taking the fire, while the true Frenchies stay behind and take cover. But yes, if you're enjoying NTW 3 and would like to see some more historical battles, as always, feel free to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here. Feel free as well to leave a comment if you've got any sort of historical battles that you would like to see in particular, or just want to show your love for their channel. Yes, as you see, the French tirailleurs over here, they're getting set up, they are in range. I can hear some charging, and here we go, yep, cavalry going in. Here. Look like they are, well, these Dutch dragoons, I was going to say I think are winning, but morale would say otherwise. They might get routed here. Another little cav unit did get routed. What was that? Chasseur Cheval did get routed, but they did manage to take out the British cavalry. But more is coming forward here, some light dragoons. It looks like they're going to go for a counter charge, maybe. I don't think they've realised how much French cav is ahead of them. It's a mix of French and Dutch cav, actually. I also heard in this one that there's plenty of bayonet action. Probably plenty of dragoon action as well, but plenty of bayonet action. So I'm really much looking forward to seeing that. Here we go. Yeah, it looks like the French running from quite a distance away. They're going to start sprinting towards the British line. This could be devastating for the French. Maybe this can get point blank range. No, here they go. Bayonet charge now taking place. And I don't know, the French might lose that first wave. Yeah, they did get a decent volley off just in the last second. Whether the next wave they will do something. Oh my gosh! Frenchies here are being pounded by artillery. Well, it's not really Frenchies either. I'm gonna probably just call them Frenchies even though they're Dutch. Here we go, they are into melee now. Britain will not favour this, but these do look like sort of like sorry, I'd like to run it in. We got like the fighter hat. Crews are coming in though. And yeah, they've got some grenadiers to line. There you go, the British are starting to break, and that could be costly there. What is coming from the British here? It's like a little Cossack unit trying to duel with those dragoons. Forming square there as well, trying to do their best. The line infantry keeps on firing, but yeah, the French are broken through here, and they could get to the guns now. They need to be careful of that. And there's also a line fight along, bayonet fight along this line here. More grenadiers coming in. And we also have a cavalry, a couple of cavalry units here actually, going to go straight through the lines and try and pierce these British lines here. There you go, the British being broken there, and the French cav here getting a face full of musket balls. The British don't look like they can form square, so the French cav will love that. Britain looks like it's got a few melee fights here though already, and is now competing with cav. But it's not looking good, that's for sure. General dead already. Oh, there's a British general dead here, so one of the combat gens has already fallen, slain at the hands of those Dutch goons there. That is not looking good. And yeah, the French are pretty much instantly a crossover on this side as well. And it looks like they've had a bit of a melee fight, a bit of a cab fight. But now they're getting ready to storm across. We've got some Highlanders here as well. There'll be a tough fight to try and deal with. Here we go. We've got lots of grenadiers. There's a Dutch grenadiers going in. Dutch or French, they're still able to deal with the British in melee. And that's probably got something to do with having no general. Yeah, those grenadiers coming across, smashing into those guys. Now we have more redcoats going in. But yeah, France is storming forward here. Looks like Cavalry Battalion. Yeah, they try to go in for, looks like some Russian infantry. They're now on the retreat. Britain's got to try and defend Krabbendam, which is here. Krabbendam, sorry. Krabbendam would be like sounds like some dark, evil fortress. They've got some cav out here that I'm going to go and deal with those hussars out on the wing. I don't know. But yeah, it's certainly not looking good on this left flank now. Now that the flanking force of Groom, which I guess is Van Dam, is coming around. And there you go, those Highlanders routed as well. Those Dutch grenadiers, they don't mess about. British here going to form square. I guess they're worried about this like Dutch cavalry. I mean, I guess it is a worry, but it's just going to allow the French infantry to get closer. Really, they need to start thinking about retreating, reform up, and start retreating back towards Krabbendam. I'm just going to call it every other name under the sun but the right name, it seems. Like, are they going to try and hold this house? There are Highlanders in here. That will be tough to take. And there you go. Looks like France is going to get in and take out this cavalry. I was just saying that they need to deal with these hussars, and instead they try to push forward. Maybe they couldn't see the hussars, but they probably should have. Actually, it looks like the hussars might beat off more than they can chew. That's a close one. As I say, a volley from something. There you go, both sides broken. As I say, the British, if they fired, probably could break that French cab. But both sides, in fact, did break in the end. Probably for the best for the British. Britain is now reforming up. He's still got a decent centre. It's really his left is looking very, very temperamental right now. In full retreat, artillery is like pounding these British troops here. Centre though looks pretty sturdy. I don't know how much they have in the town. It seems like they still have a fair amount over here as well. We've even got some Pavlos Grenadiers here. Oh my gosh, yeah, they got some good stuff. So yeah, the right is looking again also equally pretty good, and we've got some more cavalry back here. And artillery. Yeah, it's just that left-hand side. So whether that can retreat and they can angle their centre back towards the town here, that would probably be their best move. Because otherwise, the French are just going to keep on coming across. And you see here, the cavalry might have been routed, but the infantry is now coming. All these like little line infantry is just going to start melee charging the square here. There you go, same result, the British are broken. Actually, yeah, the cavalry have broken already. I was thinking that Cav was getting involved, but no, it's fully broken. But there you go, yeah, looks like finally Britain is going to start either angling his line, or he's just going to full on retreat. And he's now singing Cav to response. It's not a bit late, like, he should have done this while his infantry was still engaged. These guys might be able to form square. They can't actually. He might get a good charge off here and break a lot of this infantry. This could be a bit of a win here for Britain if they can manage to rout a couple of these French units. There's one. Can they get a couple more? This cav though is pretty low on morale itself, and there you go. Only the one was broken before the cav itself broke. If they got it while the got that charge off while the British infantry was still engaged, might have been a little bit more costly. Looks like we're seeing a bit of a storm of this building now. The Highlanders are very much still in here, and the Grenadiers of the French are going in. I don't think the Highlanders will be able to hold because, well, morale is low because that side has lost its general. But we'll see. Bar of power is fairly even. And there you go, morale. Oh, Morale for the British, though, is starting to waver a bit in that building. As kind of expected, to be honest. I do love how, though, while the Highlanders are in melee, they can still fire. Insane. Oh, look at that. I mean, it's pretty, like, up and down for both sides here. And there you go. The British have lost the building. The French Grenadiers did, in fact, take it. So, well done to the Frenchies there. They have moved on. And right now, it looks like France is going to change history. Let me know in the comments what you think. Is France going to go on and, like, clutch this? Or is Britain going to be able to hunker down in that building and just start firing away with their muskets, which they are so good at? Like, the Helder expedition isn't the quickest of armies, but my gosh, they have some pretty good shooting stats. But Britain just generally has some good shooting stats. So what you need to do with Britain is just stay out of melee and keep shooting, which is why the Helder expedition is quite a good faction, because you have both the melee of Russia and the shooting of Britain. But it looks like today, generally, they weren't allowed to bring too much in the way of Ruskies. And Britain looks like now he's shifting most of his right over to the left, which is a good idea, because that is exactly where the French are coming from. They're not coming through this tree line. The French have almost given that up. Hold your fire, rifles. You're shooting your own cavalry here. A few mistakes going on here from the British. But this brutal line fight, yeah, is now kind of moved to the left. The French centre has almost shifted here as well, and everything is now coming down this flank here, and it's going to go to try and smash through, I guess, and then just try and get their way to the town centre. That's the building they need to take, I guess. That's representing Krabbendam, and this one over here as well. Whether the British have already occupied them, I don't know. I'd certainly be thinking about putting those Pavlos Grenadiers in there. British keep shooting and tooting, and they'll do just fine. I have more Highlanders, which is good as well, because they'll lead every single Scotsman they can get their hands on. Those boys are pretty damn good at melee. French have got some little Chiliers out here just trying to harass the British. I imagine they're getting... Oh, Britain went for a cavalry charge. Didn't seem like he did that very well to go his cav trap. He did manage to take out the guns. So, I mean, that is a win, I guess, for Britain. And he nearly got Andreas Brunacke, which I think is the combat gen. I'm not entirely sure. He definitely looks like he might be a general, though. But they can't be too, can't be throwing their cav away too much from Britain, because they're going to need it to either counter-charge his bayonet charges for France, and you can see that they're getting ready to do another one here. The line infantry is coming forward. It's all French line infantry, and we have a Dutch cavalry unit here coming forward. They do have the Vice-Horn hat. Yeah, you can see they're getting ready. Britain is trying to give a bit of ground, but it's better just to possibly stand your ground and hope to get a volley off. And then it's no counter charge. Let's see, that's a pretty good volley there for the British.
Our men are running.
You can see they're trying to get very, very close, and they are pretty much at bayonet range now. We've got some chasseurs here though. These guys are pretty good at like in a shooting fight. There's a couple of units there. More grenadiers, number 2 grenadiers. See they're piling up grenadier columns, so they're getting ready for a charge, and instead you can see the British go for a charge with their Highlanders. I don't feel like this is the right idea here. And if they win this, then I guess they can go down the lines, but France is probably going to shoot into their flank. But instead they're going to counter charge here with grenadiers. Probably was not the best idea. They probably should have waited, and here you go now, bayonet charging is going to go across the line here. We're going to see the French go in against the British lines there. We're going to see a cavalry counter-charge here. And if they're going to counter-charge, at least go into all this massive infantry. Don't go into that one unit there. But yeah, here we go. France is now going to come forward. Grenadiers are coming. And they're going to charge into those line infantry. Stand no chance. They can get a volley off. Got the Pavlov's Grenadiers in here as well. They're battling over some gun tips to the British, which are just standing their ground, minding their own business. Here we go, big angry Russians fighting side by side with the British. We've got British Cav as well trying to battle in there. They need to get, I don't know, second line formed up to the British retreat because they're getting overwhelmed here a little bit. Got more Pavlov's Grenadiers here going in. They seem like they're doing okay, but can't hold forever in a melee fight. And also, I don't know, morale might be being affected by shot on the side. The centre's fully gone. The British cannot stand in a melee fight. These guys aren't even looking the right way. Turn around, boys. The enemy's behind you. Get out of there. Yeah, you all need to turn around. And yeah, the French just going down the line now. So many British are running. This is affecting morale already for the other currently standing British units. Like, if one of the breaks, it does have a knock-on effect for other units. There you go, some more Frenchies have been routed there. They need a few more of those. Certainly the French centre is starting to look a little weak, but so is the British centre. I mean, what is really left? There isn't much. There's a bit retreating to the town right now. I think those Pavlov's Grenadiers have been fully routed. Yet there they go running. I certainly think that the British made a terrible mistake by sending in those Highlanders. They could have done with having them just keep getting a few volleys off, you know, and then maybe counter-charging when the French inevitably charge. I mean, it's not a mistake, but obviously losing that general on this left flank here caused a collapse at the left. But look at these guys. Like, what is happening here? These Pavlov's Grenadiers need to move. He's being shot by their own Frenchies. Oh my god. By their own British. I know that Anglo-Russian relations aren't great, but they're not that bad. And Abercrombie needs to get back out of here. He's just about to survive. Hold your fire. You could lose your general here if you don't hold your fire. Oh gosh, Abercrombie might just have made it out. I don't know. These Pavlov's Grenadiers, they're rallying, unless there was just more of them. But yeah, the British have been entirely defeated in the field. It's now just a matter of defeating them in the town. These Frenchies must be exhausted. That'll be one thing for the British to take out of this. And if they hadn't retreated there, they might have been okay. Might have been. Got a Grenadier unit here yet for the counter charge. Nice. Stab them up, boys! Stab them up! Now the French are going to counter-charge with their own line infantry. I mean, the early period France, like all their line infantry is just so good. And there you go, they sandwiched that British unit there. What the British really need to do is get like flanking shots into the side of melees. Then they've got, that's a good like combo for them. There you go, the British firing. What is this? It's a Pavlov's Grenadier there. That's going to be needed very shortly. Because the melee fight is only just intensifying in this town. But yes, if you want to send in your own replays, whether it's historical or just a custom battle of NTW3, feel free to do so. The link to my Discord is down below in the description. And you're more than welcome to come along and join. Even if you're not sending in replays, just to come along and chat or get involved in some games yourself. As you can see here, the British are facing a pretty much uphill battle now. Like, get these final few units here, get them into the fight. Don't have them just standing around waiting here. Get them up, get them fighting. There's no point like having a layered defense at this point. Also hold your fire, like shoot back your own Brits here. Come on, Russia. I mean, that's a better volley angle anyway from Andreas Bunacker there. He's shot into the side of the British. But now Russia can fire. on this tree line as well, trying to do some damage. I think it's mainly just French units left. There aren't many Dutch. There's number 3 Grenadiers. Oh gosh, you must be the worst of the worst when it comes to Dutch Grenadiers. Yeah, number 1's still here. The number 1 Grenadiers in all of Holland. There's still some line, actually there's still some Dutch line infantry, but not much. I mean, the French don't have masks left, but I think it is enough. Looks like they just swept aside the British on this side as well. Maybe the British gave, I think they've given ground as well. We've got the Highlanders back in the building here. They just need to defend their buildings. If they can do that, just defend the points of entry, the French are going to find it difficult to get in here. Oh, the Pavlos Grenadiers have gone in again. They're dealing with the best Grenadiers in all of Holland. I think they will be beaten though with those Dutch. There you go, the Pavlos Grenadiers did win. Very nicely done. Now they need to kind of get some cover, because otherwise they're going to get peppered down by those chasseurs. And yeah, the French again, they storm it through. They're just smashing the British here. Morale must be like just in tatters. I don't know what generals are still alive. Abercrombie, I think, is still alive. He's over there. He's still doing bits. And there you go, the Pavlos Grenadiers going in again. They're getting shot on the flank. They're brave. Fairly quickly. Certainly aggressive moves of the Grenadiers. Just not what Britain can afford right now. There you go, the Brits there routed the French. The French bring up more and more columns. The Dutch line infantry, it doesn't really matter. They'll storm with more units. Abercrombie's like right in the front lines. What's he doing? He's getting shot by his own men. Hold your fire, man. Also, what's Abercrombie doing here? He's now right in front of the French. Get out of there, you madman. There you go, more line infantry being broken. It's a sad day for Britain. Cowardly stuff, really. Breaking this easily. Here we go. I mean, volley here. Might break these line infantry. Yeah, just about. They are breaking a couple of these lines, which is good to see. They're going to get charged here, though. Morale for the French, though, went dramatically down. It's supposed to be a decent British unit, I imagine. Maybe a guard unit. Looks like it could be fairly good. French sending in more. They're getting broken there, though. And there you go. That was a big French break. Well, I say big. It was like 3 or 4 units broke, though. And there's still plenty to come, though. It's going to take a miracle for Britain to hold on here. And there you go. Another cavalry coming in. Some hussars here. They're going to take out Abercrombie. Storming through that tree line. Taking out Abercrombie fairly easily there. And that's going to be, morale gone for him. And now it's just like the inevitable. When does it? It's not if, it's when. French lose. The French win. Not the French lose. I wish the French were still going to lose. Damn Frenchies, winning all the time. Dutch cavalry coming around here. Don't know if this British unit can form square. It might be too small. There you go. The hussars will take advantage of that and slice and dice these men. The only safe Brits right now, it seems, from French cavalry are inside buildings. These guys apparently are in melee, but it's only like one guy representing the whole unit. What a brave man. Oh, now he's dead. Grenadiers going in. Number 3 Grenadiers. Left over here. There's still a British unit way out here. And there you go, another general dead. Oh, it's this unit here. So this was, a good unit. It was a combat gen, that's why. There you go, looks like the remaining few units are going to get mopped up, sliced and diced. and the Frenchies have routed the British. It looks like they might, I was going to say they might take a couple of French units with them, but no, they didn't. That building's now been taken, so half of Krabbendam has been taken, and now it's just the second half that was taken by the 98th here against, I think it's it's not Highlanders in this one, I think it's just some redcoats of some sort. Yeah, the average redcoats in there. But there you go, guys, that has been the Battle of Krabbendam. I hope you guys did enjoy it. It certainly was a bloody one. A lot of bayonet fighting took place. I mean, look at the lines here of all the dead. It's been brutal, that's for sure. Like, a lot of dead British here, which is very, very sad to see. What is left? Oh, there's like a skirmish unit here that's just dueling with trilliers. Someone deal with this. Is that a cav unit or something to deal with it? But yeah, we'll just fast forward while that's happening, because yeah, I mean, there's nothing exciting. We're just waiting for these rifles to be taken out. Surprised these guys weren't taken out earlier by just a lone cavalry unit or something like those Dutch cav earlier. I'm surprised they didn't just go and ride these guys down. But it does actually seem like the British might win that fight hilariously. Go on, Britain! One last glorious charge. In you go, boys. Oh, actually, the morale... Yeah, I don't know. Morale kind of went down for the British. Oh, there you go. Yep. There comes the Hussars. And they are slicing and dicing those guys there. But there you go. The Battle of Krabbendam has had a very, very different result. The Frenchies have been victorious here today. And we'll have a quick look at the unit stats here. We do have these unit stats, you know, sent in by Johnny Le Buffoon, who was playing as one of the French armies, and he got 157 kills, 100 with his grenadiers, 107 with the grenadiers number 2, 102 with some of his line infantry there, and his dragoons getting 81 kills, and there are the rest of the results if you want to have a look at those. Lots of Dutch infantry getting very low kills there. But yeah, there are the battle results. Hopefully you can see those. Well done to everyone that took part in this one. Thank you as well, Johnny, for sending this one in. Very much appreciated, as always. And don't forget, guys, to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. And make sure to hit that notification bell if you don't want to miss out on any historical NTW3 battles. And until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.